3 days mean 3 days. No more office work until you came back from your honeymoon, Mom said, and I nodded. As you say. And one more thing. My grandpa will be here until we came back. We will go on a family picnic. I said, going to our grandfather. Only your grandpa means I should go, she said, and I laughed. I hugged them both and just kept following them for a while. Both of you are not going anywhere. Grandma, you will stay here until I want, I said, and smiled. I looked at him, who was looking at me without blinking. Again the gaze of Mr. John Taehyung started. I lowered my head with a smile. Jimin, you have to go with Taehyung in the evening, Mom said, and Jimin nodded. Everyone started talking to each other, while I was looking up at him, who was now playing with his fingers, and you was talking to him non-stop. But I know how he was feeling my eyes on him. Jungkook, as you know, today is your reception of both of you, so Taehyung can't go to his parents' home. But tomorrow morning, you will be the one who take him to his parents' home, Mom said, and I nodded. I'm taking Taehyung, Jimin said, and pulled Taehyung with him. So boys, I turned to Namjoon and Jaehook. Come, I want to talk to you, I said, and pulled them with me and looking at Yoongi, who was understand what he was going on in my mind. He walked with me outside. Cook, what are we doing here in lawn? Jaehook asked, and I turned to them, making them stand in front of me. Let me tell you, brothers, I said with an innocent smile on my face. I took out the keys of bike from my pocket and waved the keys in front of them. Both blinked and hissed twice. Your bike keys, I said, and their faces were lighted up. Cook, what are these for now? Job asked again. This, I said, and paused with a smile for scaring your brother-in-law last night. I winked at them and walked toward the house. I was smiling, remembering my last night with Taehyung. And the first morning with him, it was really something that was pulling me. I smiled with the thought and went in. Jimin, where are you taking me? I said Jimin, who was pulling me with him. As we stepped in my room, he closed the door and took me to the bed and sat in front of me. I could see a mischievous grin on his face, while his eyes were on me, asking a lot of questions. What? I asked, looking at him. Come on, I'm waiting. Start, he said, and I looked at him confused. What start? I asked, and he palmed his face. I'm here to listen your wedding night story, he said excitedly, and my jaw dropped on his word. Huh? Jimin, I think you lost your mind, I said, and tried to move from there, but he held my arm and pulled me back to him. Come on, tell me, did Cook kiss you? He asked, making my eyes go wide. Jimin, I said in shock. What day? I'm not old enough to listen you about your romantic night. Okay, tell me, did my brother kiss you or not? He asked again, and I signed, shaking my head in negative. Jimin, what? He didn't. But why? He asked in shock, and I looked up. Shut up. I shook my head to tell you that I'm not going to tell you anything, I said, and walked to the wardrobe. My heart was beating as hell. The thought of him kissing me was making me blush, and I opened the wardrobe and just kept playing with my clothes hanging in. You think I'll let you go if you didn't tell me about your kiss, Jimin again said as he reached near me. Jimin, my words were stuck in my throat as my eyes find his way to entrance of the room. So, did my brother said that he liked you? Or, you're looking beautiful now. Did he kiss you? What gift did he give you? That non-stop questions of Jimin were started, but I was just freezing on the spot because his heated eyes were unfurled with that enjoyment, as he was enjoying my condition and Jimin's question. Jimin, he called Jimin, and he turned to see him. Mom is calling me, he said puzzled, and ran out of the room leaving me and Jungkook alone. I started getting nervous on his heated gaze, or fixed on me. I saw him closing the door behind him and walked to me. My eyes were lowered down and turned to other side. What was Jimin asking? He asked as he stepped in front of me. I looked up, who stretched his shoulder to the wardrobe and folded his arm on his chest. He was waiting for my answer. I didn't know that, what to say, what to tell him. Nothing. He was just talking generally, I said, and still looking down. Why are you not looking at me? He asked, and then he lifted my chin with his finger and my eyes met with him. I was hypnotized. My eyes were stuck on his handsome face, his shining eyes, his combed hair, his eyebrows, his chin. My eyes were observing. I don't know what was happening to me. I was never like this. And now I was losing myself. Enough of gazing at me. His voice was bringing me out of that hypnotic. I looked down and heard him chuckle. So, what did Jimin ask? I asked, and I didn't say anything. He held my chin and lifted it again, too, lost in his eyes. I again lost in his shining eyes. What Jimin was asking for, he asked again, and I was so lost in his eyes. Did you kiss me or not? I said in a trace, as I was hypnotized in his eyes. As I said, realized what come out of my mouth. My eyes wandered, and I turned to other side immediately and closed my eyes tightly. What did I do? What I sometimes didn't think about what I am saying. My head's, and I was accepting him to say something, and he didn't say anything. I slowly opened my eyes, and I did. I found him in front of me. A breath was stuck in my chest. I saw him taking a step closer, and I took a back. I keep moving back, and he just kept walking to me. I stopped as my back were hit on the door of the balcony. I saw him coming closer, ending the distance between us. He stopped just an inch away from me, and my breath was got tracked. While my cheeks, I felt a shiver, and his cold hand cupping my face. We were looking in each other's eyes, and then I felt his lips on my forehead. My eyes closed down on his veil. I didn't open my eyes, and he moved back from my forehead. Now, you can tell him that I kissed you. He whispered in my ear, tangled my heart, and I opened my eyes slowly. And I bought to real, he said in a whisper in my ear again, and my eyes lowered down with shyness. I was shivering. My heart was beating as hell. It was about to come on. I started waiting for the day we'll get our real kiss. He whispered again and moved back. My eyes stuck on the ground with shyness. I was feeling his eyes on me. He slowly tugged my hair behind my ear and moving back to give me a place. As he moved back, I ran toward the dressing room to hide myself. My heart was beating as hell. A shy smile was curving my lips, slowly touching the place he just kissed. John mansion were full with happiness. Everyone was in hurry. It was the reception of Jungkook and Taehyung. Hyung, where you put those gifts in the car? Mom, where is Cook? We are looking for him, Job said, while taking the gifts in his hand. Jungkook, is he not at home? Meg said in a shock. No, Mom, I think he must gone to pick Taehyung, Amjad said, and Mehak nodded with a smile. Egg smiled thinking about his son, who was taking interest in his wife. She was smiling looking around, and his shoulder trapped by someone. She turned and saw her beloved husband, John, was standing. Thinking about me? John asked, looking at his pretty face of his wife. I was thinking about our son Jungkook. You were right. He got the responsibility after his marriage. He gone to pick Taehyung. Meg said excitedly, and John looked at Mehak, who was looking so happy. But the thing she was telling him not true. But Mehak, Jungkook said he's going to office to check something. John recalled the words Jungkook said to him before going to the office. What? When? Mehak yelled, and John realized what mistake he has done. My life? Calm down, he'll be home. Just relax, John said while trying to calm Mehak, who was looking so angry. Relax. It's your son's responsibility, and he's not at home. Is he out of his mind? Where is Yoongi? Mehak yelled, and looking around to find Yoongi. Mom, when we're going, you said, and come closer to her mother. Find the groom first. Mehak groaned, and John were silently escaping from there and save himself from Mehak's anger. Yoongi, Mehak said as he saw Yoongi coming with a smile. Yes, my lady. Wow, you're looking so beautiful, Yoongi said as he came closer to Mehak. Mehak looked at him and then slapped him on his face. He was shocked and looked at her. What happened? He asked. I told you that Jungkook shouldn't go near to this office stuff, right? Now, he himself has been in his office since morning. Mehak said angrily. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm going to bring him back. Just take deep breaths, Yoongi said and kissed his forehead while rushing out of the house. Mehak signed and sat on the sofa. A glass of water would appear in front of her, and she shook. She knew who bought it. John took seat next to her and wrapped his arms around her shoulder, bringing her closer to his heart. She rested her head on his chest and closed his eyes. What will happen to this boy, John? Mehak asked with closed eyes. Don't worry, give him some time. I know how love pulls. Just give him some time, John said, and Mehak nodded. She moved back and looked at her John, who was smiling looking at her. She touched her mole near his eyes, making him smile. Thank you for always being with me, Mehak said, and he kissed her forehead. I will always. Just don't stress yourself. Come on, we are getting late. Yoongi will bring Jungkook to the hall, John said, and she nodded. Both went out of the house to the porch, where their family was waiting for them. Without groom and bride, they started their journey toward the hall.